I think Kody's getting really close to admitting that we've all been right all along. Ever since he married Robin, he only wanted her and all of that. He can't, because then he has to admit that this whole time, all of those accusations that Christine made, that at times Janelle and Mary made, that the viewers made, were all correct. But this is one of the weirdest things from this last episode to me. It's correct, but it's weird, and let me explain. So he was saying, when Christine left, she told her children and she told Janelle's children. And I was listening to him, and he was so angry, and I was like, what is he going to say? He's going to make some wild accusation. But then what he says is that Christine told them that his soulmate is Robin, and that he loves her, and that she's going to leave and find her own soulmate. Something along the lines of that. And I was like, okay. And he admits, he goes, when I first heard that, I was really mad, and it was hard for me to accept. But as time goes on, it's getting easier for me to accept. And the whole time he's using this awful voice. I mean, he's using this voice like she said that he was a monster and terrible and all of that. But what's interesting to me is I feel like, so one of the things that part of the reason why Kody has always been sort of good reality TV, and I use that in quotes because I don't want to use the word good and Kody together in the same sentence, but that idea is that his need to say things without any concern for how it lands means that he says some of the craziest things ever. He's always saying these things like admitting that that if he could, he would try to cheat Janelle out of the property, but he's not going to, but he wants to. And I think he actually will, but he'll pretend that it's his fair, that he's being fair, but he'll actually offer something terrible. I just think that's what's going to happen. Him saying that he lied to Christine about Truly, when he said something like, if we don't have a parental agreement, the state will take Truly. And he admits that was not true. I was just being creative because I wanted to get my way, stuff like that. He's always kind of blowing things up. He's always saying these things that I go, I can't believe he's saying this on TV. I think it's accurate to his state of mind, but it's really interesting because over the past couple of seasons, he started to admit more and more that many of the early allegations from the show are in fact accurate. So things like him admitting that he did spend more time with Robin because she was the loyal wife who earned it. That's why he started this whole sort of reciprocity thing. He is obligated to spend time with the good wives. So the wives that are bad deserve less time. And that's why he's spending time. Now, there's no proof that Robin is this better wife. It always frustrates me when people say things like, oh, he only likes Robin because she's compliant and this and that. There's no evidence that she's compliant. She's admitted all the time that she does what she wants, and he falls in line with her. When he said Mary could come over, and she said, no, I don't think that's fair. When he had to ask her permission for the kids to go someplace during COVID, and then she set the rules. Recently now where he's saying he doesn't want the kids to go to another church, and she's like, well, I'm going to do it without you. There's no proof that she's this humble wife, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, I think Kody with this little speech is getting closer and closer to admitting that when he met Robin, I do believe he loved the other wives, but when he met Robin, my opinion is he sort of had a midlife crisis. He thought, this woman's going to save me. He wanted to throw away the rest of the family and run off with her. And he just went through the motions of remaining everyone else's husband, and that he has not given fair assets, fair time, fair emotional support, marital support, any of that since Robin joined the family. And it's gotten progressively worse until it got to a breaking point, and then everybody left. But this is the result of his own behavior. I don't think he's ever going to... Well, we'll see. I mean, this man does surprise me in the things that he's willing to admit with absolutely no sense of, self-awareness. But we'll see.